Ba-doo-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo, da-doo, ba-doo, da-doo, to pay my bill. Let me know, baby, baby, baby. How y'all doing? It's your favorite security guard, Stephen T. Stewart, and it's so good to see y'all of the land of the living. And guess what? Not of the goddamn dead. Hello. Well, y'all look. I have been told by several people that I should share something very intimate with you all. And you know I joke around, I go on rants, I go to hell off. That's just who I am. I'm very passionate about people that I love and things that I like. And I just give y'all my honest damn opinion of what the hell it is. Hello. So y'all look. I really want to come to y'all on a serious topic today, and I'm trying to be as serious as I can because y'all know I'm a fool. Hello. So I want to talk to you all about gay bashing and a time when I was assaulted back in 2014. I'm doing this video today because I think a lot of people do not understand why I ran it and why I went so hard for Maddie and why I was just so uh, passionate about black men and black women misgendering the cisgender community. And really, you have a lot of bloggers who claim they were for gay people and gay rights, but in all actuality, they're really not. And it goes into see when they make the comments that they make on these blogs. And I think a lot of people want to be down with the gay people because gay people do have a lot of power in the entertainment world, and we have become very powerful as years have progressed. And I think everybody wants to fit in, but fitting in and actually respecting the community people is two different things. I think a lot of people do a lot to get ahead or to fit in, but to actually respect a community of people and respect them by general conversation and by blogging is very different. And you have a lot of bloggers that have these platforms who start off with a good intent, but they misuse them with time and really jumping ship and jumping on sides. Um, and and people don't understand the reason why, you know, I'm still mentioning Queen's Court. I'm mentioning Madison's name is because Madison, I got to know her doing a very instrumental part of my life. Um, Back in 2014, I had a very great job. I had a very nice home. I had a very nice car. I worked for. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Nikki. Thank you, Queen. I had a very nice life. I've always been a child who my mother gave me a lot. I'm not bragging. She always made sure I had everything that I wanted. But I never thought that my mother should keep me in that lifestyle when I became an adult. I've always worked and had two jobs. I worked for a university. Um, and I tell people, when you're on these date lines, y'all, especially gay men, straight women, anybody, you never know who you're going to meet. And just be very mindful of, especially these dating apps where you can detect people that are so many miles from you. I tell everybody, please be very discreet to your locations, where you are. Be very selective of where you post your locations and where you reside at from moment to moment on any social media platform. Um, Back in 2014, everything was going great in my life, y'all. Nigga was paid in the shade with a glass of lemonade. Hello. And, I was a single man out here dating. I was on a variation of dating apps, dating casually, like people do on Black Planet, all these. I'm not really familiar, y'all, with the new age heterosexual dating sites, but, I was on the gay ones, just finding, companionship. And, I was kind of messy at the time. I was a little bit promiscuous. Well, a lot promiscuous. Let me not get up here lying to y'all. Nigga was out there in these streets. I was a man of the night. So, um, there was a certain. I was on this dating app called Jack, y'all. It was a guy that, um, a fly almost get y'all. I will smack a fly in a minute. It was a guy that I knew of but didn't know him personally. He would hit me up on this dating app, but for people that know me that are my friends, I don't really date down low guys. It's not really my story. Um, there was a guy, and he wasn't a bad looking guy, y'all, because I don't like to take away people's accolades or their features just because that's one thing. If I don't like you, I'm not gonna take away what God has for you. Even if I don't like you, I'm still gonna keep it cute and keep it, the truth of what the reality of what some shit truly is. He was a good looking guy. I knew of him but did not know him personally. But he would come on this date nap, y'all, and he would talk to me like I was a hoe out here in the goddamn street. And my profile was not very sexual, but you know, he would come at me like how a ignorant black ass wannabe thug would talk to a girl at the bike rally with a damn Freaknik. Don't talk to me that way. And I blocked this guy, y'all, like several times over like 3 or 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Um, but we went to the same gym. We knew what each other looked like. Hello. But, you know, we never even spoke to each other in the gym. So, you know, I always left the shit alone. One day, and yeah, I would block this guy, y'all. And he would still make brand new profiles. The way people do on YouTube and Facebook, still to hit me back up. Now, he didn't stalk me all the time. It wasn't an all day, but you know, every once in a while he would hit me up. So one day, you know, a nigga was trying to lose some weight, which I'm trying to do right now. Let me ask you, would you? I didn't get. Let me ask you, would you date Gary Coleman from the A? Hell to the no. That's not my story. So you all, I was at the gym. I was losing some weight. You know, I got kind of a little thick. You know, had to lose a couple of pounds, which I'm in the process of doing right now. And he hit me up one day and was like, "Hey," he was like, "You know, you looking real good in the gym. You're working out. Your body getting real tight." Nah, and one thing, even if I don't feel you like that, I still try to be cordial and respectful. So the guy told me, he was like, "Yeah, I see you looking real good. Your body getting real tight." I said, "Well, thank you. I appreciate that." So he was like, "Well, Monday we should work out in the gym together." I said, "Well, I don't know. You need to go work out." I said, "Because you don't really speak to me in the gym." I said, "So it's kind of weird if I don't really know you like that. We never had deep conversation, and you all of a sudden want to work out." I said, "And plus, you have implied and said some things to me that I'm just not comfortable with." So, hey, boo, how you doing? I am she, y'all. She is so beautiful. So the guy asked me. So I told him I would not be interested in working out with him. Um, And he was like, "Well, no." He was like, "Well, you know, I don't really deal with gay people like that." He said, "I'm just really trying to fuck." So when he told me that, I was like, "That's the reason why I don't want to work out with you, because you have said a lot of derogatory things to me on this date now." So y'all, it went from there. I'm trying to be cordial and respectful. I just need to answer the inbox message on the website called Jack. So then went from him saying that to telling me, "You ought to be glad I gave you the time of day. You ought to be glad that I tried to speak to you, that I inbox you. You always write me off. Y'all gay motherfuckers here in Greensboro, North Carolina." And it was just so much he was coming at me with. And I tell y'all, I took in the high road a lot in my life. Regardless to these blogs and these rants that I do on YouTube, I'm very peaceful. I do this shit for entertainment only sometimes. I'm really a damn comedian. So, you know, I have ignored this man several times when he had made so many derogatory comments and so many just sexual, nasty comments to me during a time span of 3 to 4 years. And I blocked this man time after time. And it was the wrong day, the wrong time. I was tired from working all day. I was hungry. So, you know, all those things entail for a black motherfucker to be in the wrong damn mood. So then he called me all types of bitches, punks, faggots. I said, "Well, you know what? If I'm a bitch, your mama's a bitch, bitch." So when the guy, you know, when I cussed him out, and I said a lot of few other choice words that I should not have said, y'all. But you know, in a heated argument, when you conversing with somebody and people want to be, you know, button and keyboard thugs, you say a whole lot of crazy shit. Yeah, girl, he was crazy as hell. So I blocked him because my block game gets strong. Y'all, I ain't think no more about this shit because I feel like this ain't the first or the last time in my life that I was gonna argue with somebody. So y'all, I paid it forward. I forgot about the shit. I went on to the gym like hell shit ain't went the hell on. Went there like 2 or 3 days. Ran him to him one time. He didn't say nothing to me. We never really, we never was friends. We never had sex. I never knew this man or Nathan. Nathan. So it was a Monday, I remember. Um, I was like, I got down to my goal weight. I got down to about 149. A nigga was looking right, real tight. I was posing like this. Hey, how y'all doing? So I got to the gym, and y'all probably don't know, but I do makeup too. So I was at the front desk talking to these beautiful black girls about doing some makeup for them for a photo shoot. Y'all, It feel like somebody rushed up on me like a damn black demon of the fucking night. Somebody was tearing, hello, I am she. You know what time it is. So I just felt somebody just rush up on me from the back. And he was like, and y'all, this is embarrassing. I've never had nobody treat me like this in all my years of being an adult. He was like, motherfucker, you want to talk all that goddamn shit? You want to be a fucking internet thug? Say shit to my goddamn face. And take into consideration, y'all, at the time I'm not a tall man. I am 5'6". At the time I was 147, 148. This man was 6'2", almost 220, and very muscular and tall. He was more than half my size. So I'm looking like this because I'm shocked. You know, you get shocked and shit. Somebody embarrassed you. You can't do nothing but be like this. So he went through all that cussing and shit, pointing his fingers at the I said, hold, wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. I said, look, you ain't got to do all this, honestly. I was like, you are embarrassing me. You are being loud with me. I said, so you're not going to disrespect me in front of all these people. I said, look, feel how you want to feel. I can go home. You gonna write about your way. Because I ain't trying to fight no big nigga for one thing. I really wasn't. I didn't have time for this BS at this gym. It's in the daytime, y'all. It's people that I work with up in this gym. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, motherfucker, me it gonna mush me in my face, y'all. So I'm like, she gonna do what the who? So I went outside, y'all, but I went outside to thought me maybe he would talk shit from afar, and I would get in my car and I would in my SUV and go home. So I got outside. He trying to catty-court me. And they had video footage, y'all, all this happening. He trying to catty-court me over in the damn corner, pointing his fingers all up in my face. Motherfucker, you ain't shit. You a bitch. You ain't. I said, get your fingers up out my goddamn face for one damn thing. And it got to the point, y'all, and y'all know when y'all trying to be a big person, somebody screaming and cussing at you so much, you know, come from a very volatile childhood. I do good to do as good as I do. Hello. And I would just, you know, tell him to get up out my face. I was blocking, putting his fingers up in my face. His breath did not smell the best. So, y'all, he head butted me like this. And I'm like, hold up. So I pushed him up out my face. Y'all, when the man hit me, it wasn't no one hit or quitter, but it was close. I had never been hit by nobody, y'all, that goddamn size, with that much muscle mass. Y'all, when that man hit me, look at my ear right here. Y'all see this? This is from my ear being torn from my face with a hit. When that man hit me, y'all, he ripped my ear from my damn face. And when this lady screamed, she said, oh my God, baby, you bleeding. I said, I did like this. No, you don't, you in shock. I did like this, y'all. I said, this motherfucker just hit me. So y'all look, at the end of the day, I ain't from the hoodest of the hoods, but I am similar from the street. I got out my knife and damn it, I started cutting. Cause motherfucker, you ain't about to run up on me like that. So we swinging back and forth. I was swinging like I was swinging for dollars. So we swinging, I'm swinging it. I ain't paying attention, and I'm still conscious. I'm not trying to kill the man, y'all. So I ain't trying to kill this man. I'm trying to scare him. But he kept on walking into the knife. So he was getting cut. It was never no stab like pop out, because I wasn't trying to end him. I was only trying to scare him. Because at the end of the day, I don't like black on black crime. I don't like when I see it on Facebook, World Star. I'm not about that shit. So, Kelly say, he got me down on the ground. He bum rushed me to the ground. And he only bum rushed me because, you know, the gym members and the gym workers were jumping all in between us. They had grabbed me. So when they had grabbed me to separate us, somebody was only grabbing me probably because I had the knife. And he had an opportunity to grab me along with one of the bosses at the Rush Fitness Complex. And I got bum rushed to the ground, y'all. So I got bum rushed to the goddamn ground. He hit me in the head again. I got back up. I didn't let the knife go. Damn, I'm swinging. I'm punching them all in the face. I got them in the headlock. They finally separated us again. It's like it was the longest damn fight ever, y'all. So when they broke us up, they could not stop him. He was so big, he could not. Every time they would grab him, he would get from out of their hold and come back at me, which caused me to get my knife, keep on having it continuously swung the hell out. You should have called the police. Girl, I was such in shock this shit was going on. I didn't know which way nor how to go. So I jumped in my SUV. I knew they was calling the police. I did not feel safe, y'all, around any of those people because my thing is this. I worked security for years. I know how to separate a fight. Those people were not equipped to try to separate a fight because they were not doing it incorrectly. They did not know how to restrain no one properly. They were making the situation worse is what they were doing. So I got in my damn SUV and I went over my homegirl house, like right down the street. Y'all, when I got out the car, I didn't realize I had blood dripping from my face. She screaming, crying, Steph, what the fuck going on, Steph? Her kids come running outside. She got boys. They read like, Steph, who we need to go get? I said, y'all, look. The police done pulled up behind me with a damn gun. She done drawing them out on a nigga. I said, oh my God, I'm about to go down. I don't want to go down quite this way in my life. So, my homegirl, you know, she from the street. She my ride or die. She jumped in the middle, like, hold up. She was like, y'all see he bleeding, like he's been assaulted. So, they asking me what all happened. I said, look, someone physically uh, and verbally attacked me. I said, I defended myself with a knife. They was like, "Where's the knife at?" I don't never know what happened to the knife. It was going so fast, so bad that I couldn't even grasp what was going on my damn self. So they sit up there and they called the paramedics. I went to the hospital. My friend put a lot of towel compressions on my face. When I got to the hospital, they told me because I was the one that had the knife, I had to be arrested. And I was charged with a felony of damn assault at the end of the goddamn day. So I had to go to jail. My mama came and got me out of jail. I had to go hire a lawyer for $7,000 damn. And this is somebody like me. I've never had a record in my life, never been in trouble. And that tells you how one mistake can impact your whole goddamn life. So I had to go to court on and off about a year. Finally went to court. And I don't feel like I was judged properly. I feel like we were both black. They didn't give a damn about any one of us. During the court hearing and everybody's testimony, I had the district attorney was the one that represented him. He made a lot of allegations of how I was a stalker. Like everything that he was doing, he tried to pinpoint it on me. He said that I was a stalker. I was obsessed with him. He didn't like me like that. He didn't get down like that. And I went and told them people, their whole thing was, why did I have a knife on me? And like I had to tell the judge, everybody else, I said, y'all, I'm a gay man that lives in Greensboro, North Carolina. I stay in the South. I said, I was robbed 3 years prior to this. I said, our security has been the majority of my career. I have been WAN certified, baton certified, and I had, at that time, I had a registered concealed weapon to me. Do you think when I get off work at 11 o'clock at night and come in this gym, 1 o'clock in the morning, that I come this motherfucker not strapped? Come on now. I was like, some people can tell I'm gay, some people cannot. I said, so there, I said, and I said, because they were trying to paint a story as though, oh, I was waiting on him. I was waiting for this shit to happen. No, no, no. When me and him got into initial verbal disagreement, I forgot all about that shit, y'all, because my life is so much bigger than one single argument. I can argue with you and forget about that shit in the next 30 minutes and be thinking about what I'm going to do tomorrow, what I'm going to eat, what I'm going to drink, who I'm going to see, when I'm going to see my man. So I told, when they asked my testimony, I let them know that he had been on and off seeking me out for the last past 3 or 4 years. I said he was not a repetitive stalker, but he kept on making up false accounts and trying to suck me in to messing with him. I said I did not want to be with him sexually because we both did the same thing sexually and we just were not compatible in that area. I said, and I don't like the way he talked to me. I said, so I said, well, the day he thought he was gonna call me all outside my name in a nutshell, I told him if I was a bitch, his mama was a bitch. I said a lot of shit about his mama. I didn't even know the fucking lady. I didn't even fucking know him. I don't know where he from, who his friends is, where he was born. He was practically a stranger to me. So he told the jury and the judge that his mama was dead. That's why he felt the need to approach me. So he admitted that he approached me first. And the crazy thing was that he talked about how he fought for our country, how he was in the army, how he never thought, and this is where he tried to get his brownie points at. He said that I never thought about protecting my country and serving my country that I would come back to a city and be assaulted by somebody I fought for. See, now that was some real that was some real suave shit. But then when I got up there, I said, look, I was like, and I told because I'm a real person. I don't sugarcoat shit. I keep the shit the way it is. I said, y'all look. I said, Mr. Blackwell gave y'all a very nice speech up here. So, but I put to you like this. I said, when you all in high school, either your ass choose to get you a 9 to 5 and not go to school, your ass choose to go to school, or you choose to take your ass to the Army, the Navy, and so forth. I said, that's the career that he chose for himself. I said, I ain't telling him to go fight for me. I said, my thing is just, if he wanted to protect somebody so bad, he couldn't even protect his own self against me. So he was not protecting me. He wanted to do something with his life after he graduated from high school. I said, I had worked security for this courthouse, which y'all are trying me at right now. And I work for the sheriff's department. And now I work at Bennett College. I have been a do-gooder in my life. I'm a mama's boy. I love my mother. I never been in trouble a day in my life. So to have to go deal with something like this, it should be looked at as though this is a very severe and very hard situation for me to have to deal with because, you know, from somebody never been in trouble, have to go deal with this. This is severe. So please look at this as though I did what I had to do. I was fighting for my goddamn life. That nigga was big as fuck, and I was small as hell. So at the end of the day, because he tried to get his brownie points when he was in the army, he fought for his country. Fuck that shit. And Dave said, well, you know, we just look at it like this, you know. Maybe you shouldn't have had a knife on you. Regular people don't carry weapons on them. I know what kind of regular people they fucking know. So they said that, because for one thing, it was hard for a long time because they had one person or two other people that thought I was not guilty. So then they deliberated some more. I guess they kind of convinced them to go ahead and say I was guilty. And they were really trying to give me jail time, y'all, until the district attorney stepped in. Because the district attorney knew me from when I worked at the courthouse previously. It wasn't even a year ago. And we wasn't the best of friends, but the district attorney knew me, who I was. We had several conversations throughout my career there at the courthouse. And he said, you know what? Mr. Blackwell had walked out when they, you know, judged me to be guilty. When the verdict was that I was guilty. The district attorney went up to the judge and said, we are not asking for any jail time. He said, I'm breaking my code and I'm breaking my, you know, my oath that I swore to be an attorney. He said, but I'm going to give it to you straight. He said, I knew Mr. Stewart when Stewart worked here at the courthouse. He said, Mr. Stewart never bothered anybody. He was the nicest guy here in his department. He said, I did my job and I represented my client. He said, but for Mr. Stewart to pull out a weapon, he said it had to be a very bad situation, or it had to be a situation where he had to defend himself. So the judge was like, well, you know, I had an old racist ass judge any goddamn way. They was like, well, we're not going to give you any jail time. No, you know, he said, no, we're going to give you 25 days, and you're going to be on probation for 2 years. You have to pay back $12,000. So when that decision was made, I had to go to jail 25 days. Never been in jail a day in my life, y'all. And it wasn't a bad experience. I met a lot of nice people in jail. It's Black History Month 2014. I met some really great friends. My job had to terminate me because where I worked at, I couldn't have no felony. You know what I'm saying? I worked on, and the craziest thing was is that even my job fought for me because we had a new president that came into my job. She had no oath, no loyalty to me, and I understand that she didn't know me from Adam. They said, well, you know, Mr. Stewart has been a great employee here at this college. He's never had any disciplinary action in his work record. He's a great person. He's got employee of the month every year I've been at that motherfucker. So I got terminated, and I had to move in with my mother. I'm at to have my own place. I kept my car, praise God. And it was just hard, y'all. It was a hard situation. And I think the thing that hurt me the worst is that when we went to court, my mother, my father, that I'm kind of estranged from and to some degree, my mother, my father, my best friends, my boss, who was a captain for the police department for years, I had all these people that came there to support me. That gentleman had nobody there for him. Because he's, you know, my thing is he's my black brother. I hate me and him was in this situation, but I don't hate him. I hate what he did to me. And I hope he don't do that to nobody else because I could have killed him, honestly. Or he could have killed me because it was that type of altercation where it was fight or flight type of situation me and him both was in. And I think the thing that hurt me the worst is that it wasn't taken into accountability. I had never been in no trouble in my life ever. I never had a criminal history. I've always had prestige jobs with corrections, and for you to not take all that into accountability, and I even have the damn retired chief of the police department to come talk. That's big to me. The district attorney, everybody knew who this man was because he was the captain of the police department for Greensboro Police Department. So the gentleman, he had no friends, no character witnesses, no shit. And even the two ladies at the front desk, they had called those two ladies there to speak on his behalf. When the district attorney asked those ladies who was the aggressor, they said Mr. Blackwell was. They said Mr. Stewart's talking to us about makeup and doing a photo shoot. But I got railroaded. I never knew what that meant. I got railroaded. Um, I was in a situation where I paid a lawyer $7,000, y'all. My lawyer told me that they wasn't asking for any jail time. He said, if I can just get them, if I can just get you to be on probation, and if you can just offer just to go pay his doctor bills, we won't even go to court. He said, nor will you be on probation. Let me fix that. So when I got to court and when the man asked that I not be put in jail, he said the only thing we ever wanted this whole time was for Mr. Stewart to go pay Mr. Blackwell's doctor bills. So my lawyer negated to tell me that, y'all, made me pay $7,000. Not only did he disrespected my mother one time, too, I had to put that lawyer in his place. They railroaded me, gave me a felony that I got to deal with for a lifetime. Well, I ain't got to deal with it for a lifetime because I'm in the work getting that situation fixed right now. But it was just hard, y'all. It hurt me because I'm not a bad person. I'm not a person that goes out looking for trouble. I've always been a do-good. I always did what my mama and my dad told me to do. I've always been a mom and a grandmama's boy. I love my family. And for those jurors to be there and for them to, my best friend said after I was verdict and the police officer put handcuffs on me, they took me back to book me. They said the people in there laughing and were trying to see what they did with me and what was the final verdict because when they finally made the final verdict, they wasn't in there. And the thing about it was sad, y'all, that those people thought that was funny, that my livelihood was at stake. And that just shows you how much people don't care about each other, how much people. And the thing was that black people don't care about each other either, because there were black people who were jurors. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this: for you to think it's funny for a young man that has at that time had, and I still do, that had a bright future, that was very successful, that had tons of family that came out to support him, that had managers, supervisors that came out to testify for him, for y'all to think it's entertaining that he's now going to jail, that's horrible. And I cry, it hurt me to death because I tell people, you got to have children in this world. You got a mama, you got a dad, you got brothers, you got sisters that you love. And I was a person that said I would never be in that situation because I never had that kind of pattern of being in them type of situations. And you told me a year before 2014 that I would have been in an altercation like that and I would have been convicted of a felony. I would have told you it was a goddamn lie. Because that was not my history. That was not my story. I didn't have a repetition of having people confront me in public. But, you'll be amazed at what you have to go do in a time of tragedy and anxiety. And I just reacted to, I thought I had to protect my life. And I tell people, you don't have sensitivity towards nothing until your children get in a situation, until your mama, your daddy, your cousins, your kids, when they got to get out in the world, somebody do this to them, then you have sympathy for them. But until then, you don't have sympathy. Most people don't have sympathy for people's situation, even though they say they do, until they in the situation. Point blank, period. And I end up getting past that situation. Um, I end up getting my job back, y'all. I got my job. Everything ended up working out good, y'all. End up getting a job at another facility that I get paid very great money now. Everything that the devil tried to take away from me was supplied back to me. And I just want to share that with y'all, and I just want to let y'all know, I want to bring awareness to people meeting people on dating sites. Just even conversing with people is very dangerous. And I tell people, this was a man who was on the DL, who was ashamed of himself, but yet wanted to bully me and wanted to bully me into sexually being involved with him. And because he could not handle that, he thought the need to have a verbal altercation with me that led to a physical altercation. And I tell you, I'll be careful out here.